Welcome into another edition of From the East Side, TexAgs student podcast hosted by myself, Kay Nagley, and Luke Evangelist. We have a very special guest today, Texas A&M softball's Koko Wooley, our first softball girl that we've been able to have on. So I want to go back to before your time at A&M. Can you just tell us a little bit about your story and how you became an Aggie?
Yes, so actually I became an Aggie because I came to camps with one of my old teammates. We played travel ball together. So I was coming to camp with her. So it was just like a tag along thing. I wasn't really interested at first. I was a big LSU girl,
Okay.
But yeah, I wasn't interested at first. And we came on we came to a camp. And it was like one of the little elite camps that they say. And they invite you back. And so I happened to get invited back. And I was like, oh, they're interested in me. And I feel like more other schools were not as hands-on as A&M. I just felt like it was home as soon as I was on campus. So then I came back, I went to the camp or whatever, and then a visit. It was because we had unofficials then. So I came on an unofficial visit, and they put an offer out, and I was like, yes. Literally, yeah. Mm-hmm. I had only been to 2 other schools other than A&M, so.
Did you ever go to LSU?
Yeah, I hated it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
you got
hated
converted
it.
from
Yeah,
that.
I really hated it. I went to Mississippi State and LSU and U of H, but that was right next to home, so I don't really count that one.
That's good. What was your experience like with Coach Evans, and what did you learn from her?
I learned that personality matters, your character matters, how you are with other people matters. I loved her as a person. She was a great person and all. I just felt sometimes the game passes you, and it was that time, but she was a great person. I loved her, recruiting me. She always made sure I was going to be taken care of, so I loved her.
That's good.
She was good.
So Coach Evans is let go, and then Trisha Ford comes in.
Yes.
So I want to talk about just that. Was the team talked to and what they wanted in a head coach at all?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no. We had heard rumors, but the rumor we heard wasn't even Coach Ford. We heard that the Florida State coach was coming, but supposedly something happened with that, and it was whatever. So Coach Ford was a surprise for us.
Okay.
A lot of us were wow, y'all weren't gonna tell us. We found out by social media.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's wild. So, like you said, you found out with social media. What was your initial reaction once you did? You found out maybe a little bit more about Coach Ford's resume.
I started asking questions ASU girls, and they were you either love her or you hate her. So I was okay, they're hard on you. They started just listing all these things that I was used to, that the old coaching staff didn't really they're hard on us, they want to see the worst in you, so they know what's coming when the best is here. So they're gonna nitpick at us at practice, they're gonna get on us, but in the end we're I literally performed the best I ever performed last year. So it's what's coming type of thing. So I love this staff. The staff is my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So in the age of the portal and NIL and all this different stuff, it's very easy for a lot of athletes to just up and leave when there's a transition period.
Right.
What was it about Coach Ford that brought you back?
I just feel she went out of her way, coming in. She went out of her way. She called everyone. She a base call with everyone. So you had a base call, and then it was a call to see if they still wanted you to stay, or if they just didn't see you in the program that they wanted to build or whatever. So I just felt they communicated well with us. It was all good things. And you are gonna have schools throwing money at you, but I'm I said, I'm a big family person, and I could just tell they were family oriented because they brought their whole staff. It wasn't just oh, we got a few. They brought everyone. Yeah. So. And they were very successful the year before with her, so that played a big part.
Yeah, we saw it last year, and then you mentioned it a little bit earlier. Last year was your best year. You led the team in batting average, hits, triples, and stolen bases. You really did it all. Can you reflect? Yes, we'll just keep going. Can you reflect a little bit more on just what that meant for you to perform so well and to help out your team in any way you can? Honestly,
it meant a lot because I feel my love for the game had really it was going away just because of things being different. It was very different. Things were different. I wasn't used to. So it was hard for me. And I just felt they came in and they made it home. I was just I I was used to them being on me, things like that. And I just felt like I was having fun again. Like practice was fun. I used to hate practice. Like everyone knows that about me. I used to hate practice. Like I'm a game player. Like I look like poop in practice, but I'm gonna perform for you. And like they just taught me like when you do it here, then you do more exotic things in the game. And so like that was like cool. And even like being a good teammate, like I had to learn that because I've always been talented, like that's always been there. But me being the best teammate, I wasn't always the best teammate, and I can say that. But they helped me become a better teammate and a better person.
Good.
So we know about it a little bit, but if you can just introduce to our audience some of the names to watch out for. We've heard a lot about Jasmine Hill and Kennedy Powell specifically.
Yes, Jazz, Kennedy, those are the newbies. Yeah. The newbies, Jazz, Kennedy, and our All-American Julia. Yes, her. And even I feel like we have a lot of depth this year. We have a lot of depth. So even like our bench, like Kramer Ushte, Kylie Griffin, like we just have a good bench, I feel like that's backing us up even if we're not performing at that time. So, yeah.
That's good. That's really good to hear. What can fans who maybe aren't as familiar with this team expect, maybe expectation-wise, what y'all are expecting for this season? And then also, it's been a thing for A&M coaches to have drastic changes year 1 to year 2.
Right.
So what can we expect?
You're going to expect, we're a totally different team. We talk our ish. We're going to talk. We have swag. I hate that word, but I guess.
But it's there.
Yeah.
It's okay to say
we
that.
Carry ourselves. We are we're mean. I can't say we're mean. And we work really hard. We work hard as a group. So I feel like expect great things. Great things. Good. Even if, everyone hits that hump in season, I feel like we're going to be all right. We're hosting this year. We're hosting regionals.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a great
Hey, speak it into existence. Why not?
We're going to do it.
What's maybe something on the field that you felt was an area of maybe concern, not even, but just something that you are really looking forward to improve on this year?
I feel like we're way more athletic in the infield now. As not even just the infield, as a whole, we're way more athletic. I feel like last year we had a lot of people that they were athletic and talented, but they were in positions that they never normally played type thing. So this year, I feel like everyone's pretty comfortable in their positions. We're talented. We're very versatile. Everyone in our infield can play more than one position. Everyone in our outfield can play more than one position. I just feel like we're more versatile and faster, that too. We are very fast.
Absolutely.
We're faster this year.
As the student podcast, it's our job to inform students about why we are so passionate about A&M sports, but we want to turn it to you. What can you say and pitch to these students to get them out to Davis this season?
Wow. Just energy. I just feel like we bring a lot of energy this year. So it's going to be fun to have students there, engaging with us, talking mess to the other team, just stuff like that. Or even, we're going to win games this year. We're going to win a lot of games. People love to win, so
Absolutely.
Come watch us win.
Winning's also always great.
Yes.
So we're going to do a little rapid fire with Texas A&M softball's Koko Wooley. We're calling it Going Loco with Koko.
Okay.
So first question for you. What's your favorite A&M tradition?
Wow, that's a hard one.
It's a good one.
Okay, the Aggie ring, obviously. But I love sign them off after a win.
Yep.
Yes.
It's different.
That's big time.
Yes.
Who's your favorite non-softball athlete at A&M?
Wow. Wow. Noah Thomas, because we're the same number.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we
like
came
that.
from the Houston area.
I like that.
Yes.
3 dinner guests, dead or alive.
3 who?
3 dinner guests. Who are you inviting to dinner?
Kennedy, Julia, and Kylie.
Keep it simple.
Team player right there.
Those are my girls.
You've got an unlimited supply of anything. What would it be?
Shoes, duh.
That's a good answer.
Yes, some Jordans. Man, I would be livid. I would have some. I would be satisfied with life at that point.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I can flip. I can do back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, backflip. Yes.
Can we see that as maybe a celebration this year?
Oh, Jesus. My coach, I did it. We actually did football sillies at the beginning in the fall, and I did it, and she was like, "Yeah, don't ever do that again."
She's like, no.
Yes, ma'am.
No,
yes,
thanks.
ma'am.
Way too important to be risking
Yeah.
that injury. What's your go-to gas station snack combo?
Some hot Cheeto Puffs with Sour Punch straws, but the bites, the ones in the little thing,
The ones.
with a blue Powerade.
Oh yeah.
Go to.
Favorite College Station restaurant?
A Tommy. Boom.
Easy.
Yes.
You've got your own concert, opener, headliner, and then closer. Give me your top 3 acts.
Meg Thee Stallion is open up. Who's next? Who's after her? We're finishing with Rod. We got to finish with Rod. Who's in the middle? We need a median. Because it's like
high energy.
Yeah, low energy. Like a Burna Boy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's great.
Yes.
You talked about shoes a lot, so
Yes.
you're into fashion, I assume.
Yes.
What's the worst fashion trend right now?
The worst.
I
don't even know. I feel like the worst is like when people just put dunks on with any outfit and they swear that they have it on, and I'm like, bro, your shoes are just cute. Like I would even consider my outfit like I literally just have dunks on with like a calm little. But yeah, that's my pet peeve. Or when the girls tuck the back of their shirt. That one drives me insane. That one drives me insane.
Yeah, I know
that one drives me insane.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds like Richard Zane, the shoes part.
Dunks.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. Like it just makes me so mad. Like dunks are shoes, but like they're not shoes.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Like you gotta have the outfit on.
Yeah, like
and then
yes, the shoes,
complete it.
right,
Yep,
right.
yep.
Like you can't just wear a white shirt with shorts and dunks and be like, oh, this is cute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What series are you looking forward to the most this season?
Ole Miss. Because last year we went there and like we don't really talk mess, but this year we do. But last year we were a team that like the only way that like we were barking at you is if you barked at us.
Yeah.
And the first game of the series, they were like calling out our teammates' names, and we were like. So then we lost. We lost that game. And then we came back the next 2 games and gave them the business. So we're waiting. They get to come here this year.
Oh.
We're ready.
It's revenge season
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah, we're ready.
You mentioned it. Pretty swag team.
Yes,
But
yes.
Who has the best swag on the
Me,
team?
duh.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably me and then like Kylie. Yeah.
A little combination.
Yeah. And then after that, our teammates, they can dress.
Aside from the flip, which to be determined on if we'll see it this year,
epic.
you just hit a home run. What's your celebration?
I'm either gonna gritty or do like the little Florida thing. Like they be like this.
Oh.
The football players and they spin the ball and do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's very nice.
Those are my little dance moves that I do all the time.
That's
Man,
awesome.
that's awesome. Well, Coco, thank you so much for
No,
coming
thank
in.
you.
It was awesome. We are looking forward to seeing y'all
Yes.
at Davis Diamond this season.
If you were at the Florida game this weekend, you got to witness something truly incredible. No, I'm not talking about Billy Lucci shooting the t-shirt cannon. I'm talking about a student hitting the half-court shot at the men's basketball game for the first time and I've ever seen. We're sitting down with the record breaker herself, Liz Twiss. Liz, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So we want to know all about you. Tell us about yourself, where you're from, and how you ended up in College Station.
Yeah, so long story short, I'm from Kerrville. I moved here, I guess, 2 years ago on a whim. I worked at a summer camp, Christian summer camp, and one of my friends was like, hey, you should move to College Station. I was living at home at the time. I was like, okay. And moved here, I was able to get a job. And yeah, I've just been working. I do online school, so just live in College Station.
Awesome.
Yeah. So where were you sitting in the crowd, like area-wise?
I was like almost to the floor in the student section.
Okay.
Section 115. Okay. My friends and I got there early so we could
Yeah.
be like right in the midst of it.
Yeah. So I assume they just came up to you and asked like, hey, do you want to shoot the half-court shot?
Well, so actually I had been to the game prior and they walked around with the QR code. But this game, they just had it in the fan zone. So I went in the fan zone, scanned the QR code, and I made all of my friends scan it and put my name. So I was on there like 10 times. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it so bad. So then I got picked. They texted me. I thought it was a prank. I thought I was being pranked. But it wasn't. I almost didn't get to shoot it because they were like, we picked somebody else. But no, I got to do it, called them, and I was... Yeah.
I didn't know that's how they did it.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
QR code
crazy.
thing. That's interesting.
That's awesome. So we've got the video. We've done special treatment to get this video and play it.
Oh, goodness.
Take us through this moment and what exactly you remember.
Okay. Let's see. That's a good video. I haven't seen that angle.
The crowd is going crazy. Yeah. That's awesome. So everyone didn't believe it.
Conscious? Are you like remembering anything?
I didn't know the lights went off. That's crazy. No, I had no idea.
Your vision blacked out.
Yeah. I didn't know they did that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen the arena like that explode that loud. You like totally changed the momentum of the game. Like A&M was losing by 8. You hit the shot, everybody went crazy, and then like from then on they just came back. And like, what was it like from your point of view? You told us like before this you didn't even know it was gonna go in. Like,
I mean, it's just surreal.
Yeah.
Obviously, nobody expects to get out there and hit a half-court shot. Yeah. Nobody does, but it's surreal, and it's just fun that I just have an able body. Like the Lord has provided me an able body to do things to glorify Him, and that's cool. Like it's a gift. I didn't walk out there like expecting to make it. No.
Have you ever made a half-court shot previous?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I played basketball in high school, and I practiced a little bit in high school.
Nice.
We would just like
also shout out to Caroline Pope of Sports Properties for that video. That was a great angle of that. So after. You said you blacked out a little bit. So how did you find out Buzz said he would match the $1,000 after? Like, where were you? Were you just sitting like, and then you saw it on Twitter? You're like, oh my gosh.
Well, I just got home and I got a text and was like, yo, did you see this? Like, Buzz wants to match your money, like match the money. You have to reach out. And I think it was my mom or one of my friends. I think it was my friend Quentin, and he was like, I can get you in contact. Like, we're gonna make this happen. You're gonna get another $1,000.
That's crazy. Oh man.
So speaking of that, we saw that you were at Rudy's the other day and you met Buzz. Tell us what that interaction was like and what that moment was like for you.
Yeah. Well, it was luck getting to show up there. I wasn't supposed to go, but it just happened to where I could show up and get my check, and then him and Andrew were like, come on, let's get a headset, like get on the show, let's go. Okay. I'll do it.
That's awesome. So we also saw you are giving away 20% of your winnings. What went into that decision, and then do you have any fun plans for the rest of the prize money?
Great question. I originally said it as a joke to my roommate that I would tithe like the 20%, like, you know, like I'm trying to bargain with the Lord. No, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'll obviously tithe some of it, and then I'm gonna probably put the rest towards my alternate certification program. I'm trying to become a teacher and a coach. So
hopefully coaching basketball.
Yeah. Well, you can coach half-court shots.
I coach basketball now, and so I want to continue to do that.
So coaching basketball, are you going to play this video and be like, hey, look what I did this weekend?
On my resume, I'm like,
That's awesome. So I'm sure you've seen the social media reaction, everybody going absolutely crazy over it. I think it's safe to say you've become a bit of a celebrity in the last couple of days. Overall, what has like the last couple of days been like for you, and have you been getting recognized? People have been like, oh my goodness.
Yes. There have been a couple of random strangers just like, hey, were you at the game on Saturday?
Like, was that you?
Were you? Did you make the half-court shot? Yeah. A lot of my kids, I work at a middle school, so all of them are like, Coach Twiss, like I saw your shot. That's so cool. And it's just fun. It's sweet. Yeah. Like I don't deserve it. You know, I feel like it's well known, but it's just fun. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you're going to be supporting Aggie basketball pretty heavily throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, I love basketball. I've been going to the games for like 2 weeks, but it's fun. Yeah, absolutely. I would say I'm an adopted Aggie for sure.
That's awesome.
Like football games, basketball games. You know.
A&M basketball, instead of picking a random person out of the crowd, I think for the rest of the season we should have Liz shoot once every single time. Yes. Just keep going. See if we can build a record.
Honestly, yeah.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down with us, Liz. Congratulations on hitting the half-court shot and everything that you've accomplished. So this is Liz Twiss, the most famous girl in Aggieland right now.
So baseball season is slowly creeping upon us, and we are really excited about it. And today we are sitting down with the Section 203 guys, Britton Young and Patrick Hall. Guys, thanks for joining us, first of all.
No problem.
So I'm assuming, just based on y'all's experience in Section 203, that y'all have loved baseball for a pretty long time, I can guess.
Very much so.
So when did, if y'all can each remember, when did y'all start coming to A&M games, and what was your first experience like with that?
I'll go first.
All right, so I went to a couple games before college, and I would just listen to all the college guys do all these like random yells and stuff, and I loved it because I'm a loud person, so I loved hearing everyone yell, and it was like people were laughing and praising them for being loud, so I'm like, I want to do that. So I only came to like 2 or 3 before college, and then I got to college in freshman year. Sat on the berm for the first game because I didn't get to the game early enough. I'm yelling, everyone's looking at me like, what is this guy doing? And then the very next series, I got to get up in 203, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is where I belong. Yeah. Started yelling, clicked right away, and it's taken off from there pretty much.
I'm trying to think when my first ever game was, because there's like a picture of me as a little kid sitting in 203. But I've been going for a long time before I came to college. I used to go to like one a year with my family and everything. And I always just remembered Ball 5 and bubbles and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is pretty fun. And, seeing all the students there, there's like more than just the students that sit down low in the front of 202, but it really is kind of like a fun experience for me just to be able to go and see all the students have fun again. And
Yeah, a big part of 203 is y'all's presence on social media as well. Yeah. So how did the Instagram and Twitter come about? Was it passed down to y'all, or were y'all the ones who started it?
So we, last year, we were chilling at Cooper's, and we realized before the season, we were like, we don't have an Instagram. So Patrick went, and he's like, all right, we're going to start this Instagram. So we started making the Instagram, and then him and I would just like take turns making posts, making the memes, doing whatever. And the Twitter was actually passed down.
The Twitter started like in 2013. There was a guy that was a student at the time that made it, and then it just kind of passed down over the years. And so now I kind of have it, and we're trying to find some more people. So, incoming freshmen, if you want to be really passionate about baseball, you might get the chance to use it.
I stick with the Instagram side.
So are you the creator of all the memes, or how do they come about? Like, is there a process behind just each game, or?
So it was about 50-50 to begin with, and then it just slowly crept towards my side.
Yeah. So for memes, it's kind of like a spur of the moment thing for me. Like I just kind of make them, like whatever comes to mind, I'll just kind of put it together, and I'm like, okay, that looks fine, and So.
Yeah. If you had to pick like one favorite.
Ooh. There's a lot of good ones. We had Wade last week talk about his favorite memes, and we were just spewing off a bunch of them. But there's a lot of good baseball.
For our audience who doesn't know what a meme is, it's like a picture that's supposed to be funny.
That's a really good question. Yeah. I'm not sure because I have like favorites for each player. Someone submitted a meme last year, and it was just you schlossed. Because it just sounds like sloth. Yeah. So I kind of like that one. But there's a picture that we found on Twitter of like the Sloth was doing the war hymn with the players, and he was like shushing or something. Oh, yeah. So like that meme is we haven't utilized that one yet, but that's gonna get abused this year. if we beat someone, just like you just got silenced by sloth, something like that. We'll figure it out. Yeah. But
I think the Michael Early thanks you for batting practice.
Yeah,
has to be one
I made that one.
That was a Patrick one.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
Oh,
who are you most excited for to see pitch, hit, field, anything you name it on the diamond this year?
I'm actually looking forward to seeing Gavin Grahovic come in. He's a freshman playing third base, and if he's going to start right away, that should just speak a lot of things about him. I've seen, like, in January, like, his exit velocity numbers. I'm like, okay, this kid's going to be outstanding. So looking forward to see what he can do.
I mean, I could go with the basic Jace or whatever because he started going off last year. But I'm excited to see Braden come in, Montgomery from Stanford, see him pitch and hit. He's got some insane pop, and he can throw gas. So I'm excited to see how he does with the Aggies.
Yeah. So we need a Section 203 crash course
okay.
about all the things that happen in 203, the rules, the chirps, the chants, everything. We want to know it all. Give us the rundown. So first of all, when the students are going to a baseball game, what do they need to bring?
Well, if you want to participate with bubbles, like the more bubbles, the better. Bring your own bubble machine. You can get them like at Walmart or Amazon or anything. And you don't even have to actually buy like the bubble like solution, like the juice and all that kind of stuff, because you can take that to the Diamond Darlings and they'll fill it up for you. That's just something that they do. But I would definitely recommend one of those.
They also, I think they do bubble rentals too.
Yeah,
They
they
do
do that as well.
Something else you could bring are sunglasses. So we have what's
Yes.
called Shades on 6. So the 6th inning, the entire inning, no matter if it's dark, light, raining, sleeting, whatever, you wear sunglasses on the 6th inning. And it's called Shades on 6. We'll have a guy stand up with the cardboard sign that says Shades on 6. We have another guy with a bag full of crazy sunglasses. So the bubbles are a good thing, and your sunglasses to wear on the 6th inning.
Yep.
And then just like loud voices, pretty much.
Shout out Ryan for the sunglasses, by the way.
And then ball 5, there is some debate on the cadence, if it's faster or slower. Can you tell us everything we need to know about ball 5, and then also a demonstration of the exact cadence everybody will be using this year?
So in my opinion, I think ball 5 should be just a little slower than how a lot of people do it. Like, because if it's too fast, like, you don't get like the best effect, because you really want everybody in the stadium to be doing it at the same tempo, because that's how you get like the most intimidating kind of effect to it. You have anything on that?
So what exactly ball 5 is if a pitcher has a 3-0 count, which means 3 straight balls on the batter, everyone starts waving their fingers, like the 4s, just like that. Everyone's going to wave it. And the minute he throws a ball for the ball 4 for the player to take our base, everyone throws their hand up, ball 5. And like you said, you do a little bit slower than normal. And every subsequent ball after that, you add a finger and you keep going. And I think the highest that I've seen personally is 13. The highest we got to last year, I think, was like
wild.
8 or 9.
Yeah, I was able to experience ball 5 in Omaha, and it was
yeah.
epic. Something also pretty unique to Olson and A&M, the Rifleman. Can y'all talk a little bit about that?
The Rifleman's actually one of the older traditions. Like, every time a pitcher for us gets a strikeout, we play a little clip of the Rifleman, and like everybody starts putting their fingers up like this, like guns. It's about 12 of those, and then everybody yells, "It makes me feel so good." And it's just, I personally love that one, just because like those who know it always do it.
Yeah.
And then the sausage races. Who are you supposed to root for, and why is it so important that Beefy wins?
This one's actually really interesting. So the sausage race is, I think it's the 3rd inning. Is it the 3rd or 4th?
I think it's in the middle of the 4th.
So there's 3 sausages. They race around, and 203 in general, we like beefy sausage. Me and Patrick are a little bit more unique.
Yeah.
So we like summer sausage. So that goes a little bit against 203, but it is what it is. It creates a little rivalry in 203. But for general, we like beefy. So majority of 203 will stand up. They do the beefy, and they just cheer for it. We don't exactly know why they like it. They do. I'm different, so I wanted to be something different. So I like to go for summer, and he likes summer too. So we get excited when they win, and then no one likes jalapeno. So
Yeah, we can all agree on that.
Yeah, they like rooting for Beefy just because he's the underdog, and 2 years ago he didn't win a single race, and they did a little thing where they had a thing Mo beat him at one of them, and it was pretty funny. And then they did a Men in Black after he won, and so everybody had to forget about it, and it was pretty funny.
I've been to someone at Olson who had no idea about A&M traditions, and one of the things that they would always talk about is, why is everyone raising their hands? Like, what are they counting? So counting the engines. Can y'all please explain that to an audience who may not know it?
Well, with our stadium, it's pretty unique because you have a train tracks go right by there. I know a lot of students have probably been on the bad side of being caught by a train, but every time a train comes by, you hold up the number of engines. Well, actually, every time you hear the whistle, because like as soon as the train comes by, like you're basically cheating if you put up the hand. And so you put up the number of engines you think are going to be on the front of the train. We do not count the back engines. If it's pushing the train, it does not count.
or the middle ones.
Or the middle ones.
Yeah,
So
just
it's
the
only
front.
the ones on the front. Most people put up a 3. I put up a 7 just because I want to see 7 engines on a train. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Nobody else gets a 7 except for like maybe 1 or 2 people every once in a while.
Most popular numbers are 2 or 3. So we'll try and get the other team involved too, or the other team's fans, because where we sit is right next to the visiting section's fans. So before the game, we'll let them know, hey guys, there's going to be a train that comes. The minute you hear the whistle, hold up how many engines you think there's going to be. Most of the time it's around 2 or 3. You'll get a unique 4 or 5 in there. And I think we've seen a 7 before, haven't we?
I think it was before the game, so it technically doesn't count. There's been a 5 one during a game, though, and we have a guy, his name's Matthew. He always guesses 5, and he went crazy.
That's awesome.
He's the guy that holds up the strikeouts now, the Ks.
Yeah.
Something that the opposing fans probably don't like is chirping the pitcher. Oh, yeah. Can y'all give us some of the keys to it? And me personally, anytime a pitcher's named Luke, it just hits a little bit different because I feel like they're chirping me.
It's all about keeping your chirps short and sweet, because if you make your chirps too long, it just it doesn't flow right, it doesn't look right, and everybody's kind of like, okay, what are you doing? Like, fix it, And so it's just about trying to get in his head the best you can. I know Paul Skeens, when he was here, he had a fantastic game. Props to him, but we still got in his head a little bit, and after he caught it, it was like a little blooper line drive, and he caught it and he spiked the ball down the ground and looked right up at us, and it's little things like that are like, okay, this is worth it.
For most of those chants with the pitcher, goes based on syllables for the name. Yeah. So if it's like a 1-syllable name like Sam, we'll bang on the bleachers in a certain cadence and yell the name. If it's a 2-syllable name, those are the best because a bunch of our chirps fit with the 2-syllable names, stuff like that. But as for specific chants, we have the names that we go to that are just unique with the syllables and stuff like that. We also have some chants for if a coach is coming up, if the pitcher's struggling and pitching coach comes up to the mound. That's a favorite one because in baseball, it's hey, good job. Slap the butt, attaboy. Yeah. So we all love to do the touch his butt, coach. That's a great one. That gets a lot of laughter, and that's really fun because then you start chirping the coach with the pitcher, and that gets fun.
Yeah, something you need to, before every A&M batter walks up, you'll have a little chant or something that you come up with. If you can give past examples and maybe a preview of something you're working on.
Every time a player walks up, we have a custom walk-up for him.
Yeah.
And for Ryan Targach, I don't know how it started, but someone said Target is better than Walmart. And we were like, okay.
Target kind of sounds like Targach.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of said that every time he comes up, and usually something good happens. So
we normally go around with the names. So for Austin Boast, past couple years, Boast with the most, or you got Jack Moss, and
we always went like a Moss, kind of.
And we sometimes throughout the season, if something special happens, we'll go with that. But for the most part, we figure out something in the beginning of the season, then we kind of just stick with it.
Nice.
What series are y'all looking forward to the most this season?
The first one, just because it's the start of the season, I'm ready to go.
I'm looking forward to Arkansas, just because last time they came here, they brought a lot of fans, and it was competitive the whole way through, and they have some pretty good fans coming over from there. We have one guy named K-Dog. He wears those weird sunglasses. I don't know if you've seen him.
They go over the head.
Yeah, it's like the Spy Kids ones or whatever.
Yeah.
He's a really cool guy.
He's got a great tan when he takes those things off. But Arkansas for me, for sure. Yeah. But it's close seconds to first series.
Yeah, we're ready to go. Well, we hope Section 203 is so packed this season, and everyone watching joins these guys and cheering on Texas A&M baseball all season long. Thanks for coming in today, y'all.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Thank you.
Giga Maggies.